feel if he do become the president, he will make real changes on how the county jail, the state prison are looking? Let's talk about that.
Absolutely not. He did not go to jail. He went in the booking area, and
Okay.
he did not go into any cell block or to any pod. And honestly, the only way that he's going to enhance our public incarceration program is if he buys a prison. That's pretty much what I feel about that.
Well, we don't think that's going to happen.
Well, there's a lot of money in buying buying prisons, buddy. There's a lot of money.
That's a whole different. That's a whole different topic.
That's on another day.
Right. Let's talk about this, man. The biggest. Not only is this a big top story, but it's taken almost years for this George Floyd bill to come to pass. What do you think is going on with that? Because we talked about this last time.
It was important at the beginning when everybody was trying to establish their position in the world, and now it's not important. We got a bill that's called the Medical Civil Rights Bill that is more important than that bill, and that pretty much states that any interaction with police officers, you get arrested. Not a bill that says if you get killed or you get hurt by a police officer, he can get charged. So, man, it's a matter of dollars and cents, and it's basically a matter of not caring. If they don't mind, it don't matter. If they mind, it matters. Obviously, they don't mind.
And let me ask you this, man. This weekend is a big weekend in Washington. They're celebrating the 60-year anniversary of MLK March. What are your thoughts on that? And are you going to be there?
I am not going to be there. I just got back on a 10-day road trip, and I literally thought about, probably participating, but I'm tired. I am tired, and it's going to be 192 degrees, and I stand up for my rights, for blackness, for my human beings. I'm a humanitarian. I'm an advocate. So I am sure all the time. I'm just not going to be one place one time a year. I'm someplace all the time. So I think I deserve a pass on that. But that's a lot of people. A lot of people.
Right. Well, maybe you can go maybe sometime next year. Maybe you can go in 2024.
I've been to DC. I was there on the big march last year. I have been all over the country, buddy, and it's got to the point now that I want to pick my battles because all battles are mine. But there's something I'm going to pick them that I choose to go to. I'm going to a cardiac arrest walk.
Yes, we're very excited to see you come there, man.
28th, I think. Or
I think you should lead it.
I would be. I sure hope I'll be somewhere around the front, but
hey, you'll be close to me.
I will be there.
Be close to me.
Yeah, and you see the point I'm trying to make. Some things have more impact to me than others, and going to DC where there's a lot of rhetoric, there's a lot of things that were supposed to happen that haven't happened, and to be in the hustle and bustle for what reason? To say I went to DC? No, when I could go to Fort Worth and hang around with Donnie B and be in a that means something.
And not only that, you can make a big difference. That's what it's all about. Make a big. Now let's talk about this too, man, because it's so much going on in this world today that we're living in. Do you think Biden is doing a good job, and do you think he needs to step down and we get somebody else with him being the age that he's in?
Does age have anything to do with anything? As long as you're confident.
I mean, I would think it wouldn't, but that's what people are saying.
Yeah, brother, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not a politician. I'm a humanitarian. I would hate to have the job of being the president because why would any one person want to take on all those different complications? But then it takes a heck of a person to want to tackle all of those complications, for better or worse. So man.
And what better person to do it is Mr. Jones.
Well, Mr. Jones, Mr. Jones already have enough problems. I went to a lynching site in Prairie City, Missouri the other night, and it was, I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock, and it was a candlelight vigil, and it was a lynching that happened in 1901.
Oh,
and,
wow.
And the journalist was telling the story. And boy, Donnell B, Uncle Selwyn is crazy, man. He too crazy, because going in a place randomly where you hear there's a candlelight visual for a lynching was in a population of 300 people.
Ooh.
And I have no fear. And I get there and cars were turning around right in the front of the visual.
Wow.
So I laid down on the concrete and just blended in, man, because I realized for a brief second, what in the world is wrong with me?
Right,
So
right.
I go wherever I feel like I need to be.
That's where you go.
All times, and that's where my heart tend to lead me, man, you know, and because my heart is tending me to make change for goodness, brother. So that's what I'm doing, baby boy.
This is live TV, y'all, so you never know what's going to happen. For those who are just now tuning in to us right here, if you're looking at us on YouTube, if you're looking at us on Channel 49, or if you're looking at a piece of this on news break, we're talking to Mr. Selwyn Jones, the uncle of George Floyd, the late George Floyd, who was murdered by the police officer some years back. And you guys do a memory in his memory every year. What did you guys do this year that was different compared to the first one?
Oh, Donnell Bay, we were at Princess Lair Paisley Park.
Okay.
Son, it was outstanding. It was amazing.
Wow.
I actually had an interview with Nelson Mandela's grandson, Nadaba.
No. What?
Yes, he's a friend of mine, man. And we met a lot of wonderful people. Talked to, like I said, Nadaba, talked to him every day, actually. And just got a lot of potential collaborations that went on. And it was just a beautiful thing. Raised some money for the George Floyd Memorial in Minneapolis. So it's just about making change, man. And, you know, our foot is on the gas. Like I said, everybody can always follow me at Setting It Straight with Selwyn on Instagram.
Okay.
Facebook. You know, we're on all the major podcasts, Spotify, you know, Setting It Straight with Selwyn. We're always trying to tackle battles of today's problems. We're always trying to fix battles of today's problems.
And I tell you what, man, you do a good job. If anybody want to get in contact with you that's trying to get justice, man, or if they go into a certain situation and they need Mr. Jones' help, you want to give that information?
Hope929.org all day, every day.
I like that. That's a simple name. 92, what you say, 92 what?
Hope929.org.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Any complications they want to chat about a particular situation or life in general, just hit me up, man. We'll be glad to have you on the show, Setting It Straight with Selwyn. You know, Instagram. So just, I'm always around somewhere for the betterment of people, for the betterment of humanity.
How important is it for us to get? I want to go back to the George Floyd bill. How important is it for them to get this George Floyd bill passed?
You know, my brother, it would have a lot of innocent. It would have a lot of people home for Christmas, and that's what I always say, man. This medical policing act, this civil rights medical policing, the civil rights medical bill that we're trying to push along with the George Floyd Policing Act, are bills that will preserve life, that will have your niece, your nephew, your son, your daughter, your husband, your wife home for Christmas dinner. You will have them for the baby's graduations, because this is reality. Eric Gardner, Tyrese Nichols, George Floyd will never breathe another breath of air on this earth, because somebody decided that they would be judge, jury, and executioner. When the George Floyd Policing Act, when the medical civil rights bill were in place, they would be home. They would be able to go to their daughter's graduations. They would be able to walk their daughters down the line, because we have to have something to slow them down.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
There's been more deaths 3 years after George than there were 3 years before George.
Real talk. You're right. I agree with you on that. Let's talk about this too, man, because how do you feel when you see people are talking about your nephew people saying, man, that I mean, they, just talking about it among themselves, and you just happen to be walking by or either flipping on TV, and they're talking about your nephew. What's going on through your head? Is it a proud that they continue to keep him alive? Are you thinking in your head, wow, man, I can't believe that they actually honoring my nephew? What's going on through your head?
I was blown away the first time I went someplace, and you see people come up and they keep coming up and they keep coming up. And I always use it in the terms of that's my big sister's baby boy. Well, what my big sister's baby boy did was open a lot of people's eyes on how the treatment of people of color happens. Him and Donnell Frazier. And the only thing that I'm doing, the only thing that you're doing is we're keeping that vessel moving. We're keeping that carnal knowledge that you saw through your eyes,
so
and we keep repeatedly putting it in your ear to never forget the day that my baby sister, my big sister, baby boy died to make a difference for this world.
Right.
Just by how he died. And people say that he was this and he's that. Everybody's done something you can put your head in the sand for. But the Lord made sure that he died, not a hero's death, but he died a death that meant something. And
to make a change. That's so true. Well, I'll tell you what, man. We only got 10 minutes for this interview. I think we went over, but that's okay. So tuning in to us right now, you can look at the full interview on YouTube, and check out the interview. If you don't get a chance to check out this on Newsbreak, check out the full interview. If you like, oh my God, this is too big. This is too hot. What can I go and look at it? You can go to Channel 49 News and you can check out the full interview of me. And we'll also have that link on the information, so you can go and check it out. Again, man, we want to thank you, Mr. Selwyn Jones, for coming on the show, and we're looking forward to you.
I will see you, Donnie B, on the exact date of. Hold on, Donnie B.
We're gonna talk to you out there.
I'll see you on the 23rd of September.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. And it's so important, y'all. We'll continue to talk about that. I tell you what, don't go nowhere, man. We gotta we're going off the air, but I want to talk to you out there. We're gonna have a lot more. Don't forget to join us for the weekend report tomorrow. You tune in to us right here on your local news break.